What's up, nerds? Welcome back to my channel, guys. I am so excited for today's video. As you guys saw the title, we'll be reading 200 pages a day for 7 days for a full week. I'm really excited about it. I've never done it before, so I'm also partially nervous, but we'll talk. First, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. Couple disclaimers. One, I want to mention, so normally people do you will only read 200 pages a day for that day. Even if you want to go over, you want to read more, you cap it at 200 pages. I'm going to do the same thing, so I won't read more than 200 pages for the next week, which I know is going to be hard for me because sometimes I really just want to keep reading, but I'm going to control myself because in December, I know I want to do a couple different challenges or reading vlogs and stuff, and so I don't want to burn out or get myself in a slump by reading so much, so I have to limit myself even if I don't want to. So that was one thing. The other thing was that, so I didn't tell you, but I'm going to be reading Collided by Lauren Asher first. But the chapter ends, I was looking at what 200 pages looks like, and the nearest chapter is at page 204. So I'm literally just going to finish off the chapters after 200 pages. So it will be a little bit over 200 pages, but I'm not going to, it'll only be to finish off the chapter. So if the chapter's at, again, 204, 202, I'm just going to finish it off, depending. I'm going to use my discretion for sure, but this is a couple pages and that's just annoying to kind of not finish chapter. So we'll finish the chapter. So like I said, we're going to start with Collided by Lauren Asher. This one's on my TBR, so I have some books that I want to get off my TBR, that I just need the motivation to read, and this is going to force me to read them quickly. So I'm excited about that. I was going to say, without further ado, I'll keep you guys updated. Hello guys, I'm about to eat some dinner. I just finished my 200 pages. So I was I walked on the treadmill for a little bit and I read on my Kindle. I was sitting, you guys saw, in my book chair just for a little bit, and reading here every now and then. And then I made it to page 204, so chapter 18, Sophie. I'm enjoying this. I think my thing is that I keep going back and forth. So one chapter I'll be spooning, the other chapter I'm ugh, this sucks. I don't know how I feel. So I'm it really will just depend on how the ending goes, whether I like this book or not. I think there are cute moments, and I definitely I really like Liam. I honestly like them both because honestly I love Sophie as a character. I just feel sometimes Sophie will talk about how they've become, or even Liam will talk about how they've become best friends, and we see some moments, but we don't really see their best friend relationship and all its development. I would never, if you gave me this all the things they if you gave me this book and they didn't call each other best friends, I would never be oh, they're such good friends. I would never think that. I do have to say they have a good friendship going, but I don't know, they keep talking about stuff that that's not necessarily in the book. So they'll talk about this one time when they did this, or this one time when blah blah blah, and so that's annoying. But obviously I don't genuinely don't want a 500-page book, so it's fine. But sometimes I'm I miss some of the cute, I was thinking this, I was it's cute, I feel it's cute, I'm just not screaming dying on the floor for them, you know what I mean? I just want them to get together, of course, but I'm not oh my gosh, squealing, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. So I'm liking, I don't know how to, I think this is the thing. If this ending is really good, I could like this one potentially more or just as much as the first one. But if the ending is like subpar, or if the ending is like where I'm feeling right now, leaves me feeling where I am right now, then I don't think it would be like a bad book. I would probably, like, if you asked me to rate it right now, I'd probably give it 3.5 stars, but with the potential to be a 4 star. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated. Obviously I won't be able to update you guys till tomorrow, but yes. I will say too, like, F1, I don't read a lot of F1 books. I think the only other book was the first book in this series. But I like it. You know, I think it's fun. I didn't realize F1. I think that he said like 10 months out of the year. I was like, what? So there are some like summer references in this book, but it's not anything that I'm like, no, I should have saved it. Like, I don't care that much. You know what I mean? Okay, see you later. Alright guys, I finished my reading for the day. I didn't give too many updates because it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like you finish the pages or you don't. And so luckily I finished them. It ended up like cutting it close. It's 9:51, so normally I go to bed around 10, 11-ish, so that's why it's cutting it close for me. But I finished them. I read 202 pages technically just to finish the chapter. I made it to chapter 39. I literally have 30 pages left in the book. So it's fine. Literally though, right when I had to stop, it was like about to be like a crazy part, and I'm like, wait, what's gonna happen? And so I'm excited about it to like jump back in. I'm loving it. I feel like this book just gets better as it goes on, so I'm really enjoying it right now. I would probably, like, if I rated it right now, I'd probably give it 4.25 around there, just because it just ends up being like super chill, very sweet, and like, I don't know, the drama, I love it. I'm loving it. And so, yeah, I just can't, I'm like flipping through, like, I'm just going. I just can't stop. And so, I'm enjoying it. I'm really excited for the third book now, though, because that third book, the couple, yeah, yeah, I'm very excited about that. And I love this, like, little friend group. They're so cute. All the 4 race car drivers are so cute. And so, F1 drivers, I should say, I don't... race car. The F1 drivers are so cute. I love their friendship, and then the girls I love. So I'm just loving this. I love the characters, and it's just an enjoyable time. It's enjoyable, and so hopefully the ending like doesn't let me down here. Literally the ending could be make or break for me, but I'm hoping it doesn't let me down here. 30 pages. So tomorrow I'll have to decide what other book I want to read. I'm not quite sure quite yet, but of course I will let you guys know tomorrow. Alright guys, so I just finished Collided by Lauren Asher. I just woke up and decided to just bang out the last 30 pages. So I got 31 pages down, which means I need to start a new book. The conundrum I'm having is genuinely don't know which book to start. So I have to decide and come back and let you know, because I just genuinely do not know. Today it's like, I'm not super busy, but like I have stuff I need to get done, so I can't just sit and read until I'm done for the day. And then tonight, I don't know what time I'll be getting home, so I'm like, it's okay. It's okay, because tomorrow I don't have work, so I could stay up kind of, you know, however I want and finish the book as long as they're done. But I have to go with 4.25 stars. I thought this book was so good. I think the ending really solidified just the cuteness of it. I really like this book because I feel like you kind of almost feel how Sophie feels the entire time. So in the beginning, I think you're kind of just like, oh my gosh, like this is a lot, overwhelmed, but almost like you don't know what to do. Like you're just like denying the the romance in this because there's not really romance, and so I feel like, again, that's how she feels. And then you get to this point where you're like, this is cute, I like this is sweet, but like we need more, I want more. And then the end, and again Sophie feels that same way, and then at the end it's just like solidifies everything like Liam kind of says to her and does for her. You're like, yeah, yeah, and so I really like that. I don't think I've ever had a book like that made me feel this way, that I can remember, that I was like, wow, that's super cool. Like, obviously sometimes it's easy to like relate to the characters, or you love the characters, but this one felt like you felt what Sophie felt, and I have to give credit where credit's due. That's great. We're going with 4.25. I think this book probably could have cut out 100 pages, to be honest, but I always say that with Lauren Asher books, just because the stuff like dragged on, just little things, but not the end of the world. I'm really excited for the third one. Super, super freaking cute. So, yes, book number 1 done. But yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna read, so I'll keep you guys updated. Hey guys. So I ended up finishing Legally Binding. I'll have to pop in a picture. I ended up finishing that and I enjoyed it. Not my number 1 favorite book or whatever. I'm going with 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it. A couple things. One, I just like it's age gap romance, which doesn't like bother me, but I did feel like they just talked about it the whole time, like they harped on it, and I'm like, okay, you made it like a problem, and that was like annoying. Everything was, well, you're age, whatever, and then like everything. So he has a son that's like 30 something, and then the girl he's dating is 27. So it's like, I don't know, first of all, I didn't even think that needed to be in the book, because that made it like, but also, they just keep talking about it over and over, and I'm like, okay, let it go. I also think the main character, like, so she had just broken up with her boyfriend or her fiance, whatever, the guy at the time, like 2 months prior to like when this book takes place, like starts, and I just think she was constantly talking about her ex. Everything was a comparison or whatever, and I just like, I don't know. I knew that this book wasn't meant to be like very developed or like heartfelt or like emotional, but I think like the author tried a bit, and so like you gotta give credit where credit's due. Thank you for trying, but like it didn't like hit the way some emotional books hit, and so there were some things that I'm like, girl, you need to nip that in the butt, and she did, and like she, worked on herself and felt like whatever, she's at a good place. So like those things are, again, kudos, but like wasn't the best in the whole wide world. So I don't say like run and read it. I say like if you just need something to like, you just want to read something, you don't want to really think, I would try that one. There are content warnings though, so check those out before reading it if you're someone who doesn't really like Open Door, or you don't want that at all, like you don't even want to skip it if you, whatever, you know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Okay, so the problem, it's not even a problem, but the conundrum. So I had read Collided, that was only 31 pages left. Then Legally Binding was only 133 pages. So in total, that was 164 pages. So I think that leaves me with 36 pages to read. So I was gonna start, I don't know if this is a tease, but I was gonna start Hexed by Emily McIntyre, but I think I'm gonna wait to start this. So we're gonna go with Hexed, actually. And already I'm like, oof, what's happening? Hi guys. You guys are gonna be so disappointed in me. But yesterday I did not even read one page of any sort of book at all. So yesterday is actually Black Friday, if you're following along the specific days that I'm obviously doing this. So yesterday was Black Friday, and I ended up sleeping till like 11 o'clock because I didn't go to bed till like 4 o'clock in the morning the night before. I just could not fall asleep. So then I ended up sleeping till like 11 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, yeah, 11 o'clock the next day. And when I got up, I just needed to like clean and stuff. And then I actually did a little bit of Black Friday shopping. So I only went to Target, but got some good deals on some really good stuff. And so by the time I got home, it was time to like, I set up some of the stuff, and I had to do some other things. But at night on Black Friday, my family, we put up our tree. It's a tradition. So it's like whatever, we put up a tree, always make some cookies, have a little snack, watch a movie. And so by the time we were done with that, it was already 10 o'clock and I was so exhausted from the night before. So excuses, I know, but I did not read my pages yesterday. Here's the thing. I knew that this might happen because technically it is a holiday like weekend. Yesterday, well, the day before was Thanksgiving, obviously. And so that day I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to read my pages, which luckily I did. So I planned for this and I started filming a day earlier than I was going to. So I have an extra day at the end of the week here that technically we still could read for 7 days. It just won't be in a row. I hope that's okay. I hope you don't mind. It's annoying. I know. I hate when people do this, but genuinely life just happens and it's really just like, do you decide to live your life according to the videos you're making or do you decide to live your life in the moment? And I was like, so sorry guys, we're living in the moment and I really had a really amazing day yesterday. And so I was like, okay, it's fine. But I will get you your challenge. We will do 7 days of reading 200 pages a day. It's honestly really enjoyable and I'm actually really excited to see what Hex is all about. So I can't wait to get in for my pages for today. But I will keep you guys updated. I have to film and I think that's really it for today. I just have to film. I think that's it. And then we should be good and golden. So I ended up reading a little bit over the 200 today. Hope you don't mind. It was only like 20 pages. It was only like 2 chapters over, but I couldn't stop. And then I'm reading on my Kindle, so it's like just easier to keep going. But I didn't get too much farther. I ended up in total reading 224 pages. And I think the chapter, like at 200 pages, the chapter was still a couple pages away. So I would have been reading, I only read like 20 extra pages for the most part. So not the big of a deal. And then I also got halfway in Hex and, I'm obsessed. I think it's like hard because these are dark romance, obviously. And so you're like, to say you're obsessed makes you feel a little bit crazy. But like, I don't know. I love this one. This one honestly feels the way I felt with the one right before this, Crossed, where I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love this. But obviously, like, she's crazy, he's crazy, they're all crazy, but like I enjoy it. It's entertaining, and so you just gotta like, love it. Like I think it's funny. I also think like their stories are so sad, but I really love that when they share their stories, that they share their stories with each other, because that's super sweet. But obviously they're not together. I don't know if that's obvious, but they're not together because I don't even know if the back tells you. Yes, it just tells you that they're forbidden. So they can't get together at this point in time. And so it's like interesting because they both are kind of like in another life we would be together. But they're just like, they chose to be friends for now. And so it's really just, it's nice to see them just like, talk about their lives and like open up to each other. I really love that because they also have like their hard sides where like he's a mafia guy, like he's a macho man, and then she's like a cool chick, and so I just love it. I love it so much. And so that's interesting. And yeah, so it's almost like a slow burn in a sense, but right now we got to like a part where like that could change, like decisions could be made. So I'm really interested to see. But what I love about this too is, first of all, this first two, like 250 pages didn't feel like long. And so I'm like, I would have been so sad if this book was like if I only had like 100 pages left in the book, because I would be like, what's gonna happen? So I'm kind of glad this book is a longer one, and I'm really enjoying it. But I also, what's really cool is that this timeline and the pacing of this book, oh my gosh, Emily McIntyre is a genius. So this is actually only takes place like in like 3 days, the first like half of this. So I don't know if it's gonna be like, oh, a month later or something like that, which I doubt. But like, I really like that pacing where it's just they wake up and like they live basically an entire day and that's really cool. I really love that, and so I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next. But I'm gonna probably watch some TV now. I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow about how much I read tomorrow. Guys. So I've just been done this morning. It's Sunday, so I had some time to read early today. It's only 2:45 and I already finished my pages. So we made it to page 468. So, well, the next chapter is chapter 51. And of course, it's like about to go crazy, but it hasn't started yet. Luckily, we got like a little bit of a, like, it's crazy, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I need to read this right now. So luckily we weren't like in the middle of the action quite yet. So I was like, okay, I can put it down. I think there are about like 50 pages left in the book. So obviously we'll have to read that tomorrow, but I'm really enjoying this. I'm loving this so freaking much. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like I don't know. I was thinking about like, I've never actually seen Bonnie and Clyde, but I feel like I would feel like this is how Bonnie and Clyde would feel. Like just this amount of like, I don't know, of chaos, but like you love it. Yeah. So again, not much to say because obviously I don't want to spoil too much, but essentially after like we got to like the halfway mark, our friend becomes available and we love that for all of us. But honestly, secrets start popping up left and right. Some of them I called, some of them I was like, I knew that in my head. Other ones I was like, yo. But I did a couple of them, I was like, knew that. And it was chaos, but like, again, you love it. And so right now we're about to get the conclusion and I'm waiting, but obviously I have to wait. So I read 203 pages technically today just to finish off the chapter. Today is, like I said, Sunday, so this should be done on Tuesday instead of Monday because again, I'm gonna do that extra day for you guys. But ooh, wow, I haven't even thought about what I'll read tomorrow. Interesting. That means I'll try to find a book that's like closer to 400 pages so that I could do like finish another book. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll keep you guys updated. Hi guys. We're just trying to switch up the angles and stuff. So we're in my bathroom, but I'm honestly obsessed with it because these freaking curtains the shower curtains I got from Target, and I'm obsessed. They are so gorgeous. So love those. Anyway, guys, so hello. I spent the morning, it wasn't even the morning. I worked really hard this morning so that I could get my work done a little bit earlier. So I was able to finish the last 45 pages of Hexed. So I read 45 pages. It wasn't quite 50 yet, 50 pages. It was 45 on the dot, and so it's fine. But I really enjoyed this book. I think like part of me, I have to like sit with it a little bit because part of me, like, I feel like it didn't give me that 5-star feeling, but I can't think of anything specifically that I didn't like about it. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that I said, oh, that was weird. I think definitely in the beginning there was like this tension, this build up, this oh my gosh, and then like it hits this peak, and then there was a point where it like lulled a little bit where it was kind of like, okay, and then the action hit. I wish it was like, I don't know, I wish that was a different maybe order, so maybe that's what's like bothering me a little bit, but it's not even like, again, it's not even that big of a deal. There were so many cute moments, so many cute lines. If you have not read this, I freaking love this. I really do feel like though this whole series gets better and better. So I don't know what I gave, I don't remember what I gave the book right before this, Crossed. So I feel like this one definitely is the best one from the series. I just don't know. I don't know what to give it. I'm thinking of like 4.75, but that's so stupid. Like I might as well just give it 5 stars because I really did enjoy this book. So I'll keep you guys updated, but on like what's simmering in the brain. But y'all, please go into this book completely blind. You know that. Don't learn anything. I also will say, the last thing I'll say is that I felt like the first book in the series, so Hooked, I thought was so annoying because there were so many like Peter Pan references, but like corny Peter Pan references. It was like horrid. This one I love. She made it a little bit more, obviously you can tell it's Little Mermaid and there are some like Little Mermaid things, but it was a little bit more, for me, thought out a little bit. It didn't feel childish. It didn't feel corny. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate that. I said, you go girl. And honestly, this book is massive, but it didn't feel long. It felt really nice. And I went back and forth between this and my Kindle, so okay, love that. Finish that. One book off my December TBR, baby. I'm not gonna keep the train going though because I really want to read this book. And so I saw someone posted it. I don't know, sometimes, you know, like when your feed starts to get random stuff. Well, this popped up on my freaking feed and I was like, wait. So this is the dedication. To Dr. Spencer Reed. Criminal Minds did you dirty, pretty boy. You deserve a happy ending, so this one's for you. I loved Spencer. I love Spencer Reed so much. I love him so much. So genuinely don't even know anything else about this book. It's Ranger. It's called Ranger. And it says this is the Reynolds Protective Book 4, but I'm not going to read the rest of the series. I just want to read this one. It's by Dr. Rebecca Sharp. I think it's Dr. Rebecca Sharp. So she knows what she's talking about. Let me make sure. Yeah, Dr. Rebecca Sharp. Oh, I'm very excited about this. So I was like, okay, let's see. This one is about, I think it was a little bit over 400 pages. Sorry, not over 400 pages. It was a little bit under 400 pages. So when I thought I had to read 400 pages, I was like, crap, I can't read this because it's not quite enough. But because Hexed was 45 pages, this actually looks like the epilogue is on page 371. So because the Kindle's weird though, chapter 1 starts on page 6, so it's kind of weird. We'll just have to do like the literal math, but today we're gonna read 155 pages if I could do math correctly, and it's gonna be super fun and fresh, so very excited. I cannot. I'm like screaming, dying on the floor. I literally, I'm about to like keep the camera on for like, excuse me, sorry. I'm eating some lunch at the same time here. But I'm about to keep the camera on for like the whole time I'm reading this freaking book because I cannot stop screaming, dying on the floor. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? First off, okay, so basically this author, she writes this book and she gets a whole bunch of backlash, like whole bunch of hate about how she ended it. But it's like, people are mean, and you know, we all know people can be super mean, so whatever. So she's getting a lot of bad backlash. So her I don't know how what it's called, the person who, I don't know if it's her publisher, it's not her publisher, it's her, I don't know, maybe manager or something like that, tells her to like go take a vacation, like take a break, go sit the scene. So she goes to like this little cutie small town. First of all, it's so cute. But then I'm literally only on page 22, but I can't stop. So then she meets Ranger. And I love it because, like, you know how they usually like described as like, oh, he's 6 whatever and he's so muscular and he's like so handsome, and she's like, yeah, he's none of those things. But she's like, first of all, she says he's wearing a sweater vest. give me the sweater vest, give it to me. I love that. And then she says that she's like, his hair's like a mop. Oh, this is Spencer from season 1. I love it. But where we just got right here, and she goes to shake his hand and he doesn't shake her hand, and then he goes ahead and gives her a fun fact. He said, did you know blah blah blah, blah. Spencer, I could cry. It literally is spot on right now. And he has dimples. He has dimples. Sorry, I don't know what I said the first time, but I'm screaming. I can't stop, won't stop. Literally dying. So I needed to tell you that for some reason at this moment, because I can't help it. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. You freaking guys. You guys. I don't think I've ever, I don't know. Actually, okay. Sorry, hold on. First of all, something is so just like, I don't know, refreshing about all the things in this book, but like obviously finding them out in the sequence that it's happened, because then you just get so excited and it's just so incredible. I love it. Like literally love it. And I'm literally so annoyed because I'm like, dang, I should have got a physical copy, but now I'm like, do I get 2 physical copies so that one I can go to town and annotate the crap out of this, all the way down to like just, I don't know, even just looks and leg rubs. Like I want to do that, and then I want a version that obviously is pretty, that's not like colored the house down. So I don't know, but oh, that was the other thing I was gonna say, is that I like, first of all, there's so many things, because obviously the idea of this is that this guy, this main character is Spencer Reid-esque. If you guys have ever seen Criminal Minds, he's just more nerdy kind of style, but it's not weird. It's just very cute. And she explains it really well, where he's like just tall and lengthy, but like not, he's a little awkward. It's the cute awkward though. It's not unattractive, if you will. And so she explains it really well. Just go look up Spencer Reid. Maybe I'll pop in a picture because I love him so much. But he just has a very specific vibe. But the thing about him is that he's very smart. He also has it's not photographic, because he says it's not the same thing. It's something else. I don't know, ephymic, something like that, with an E, I think. But it's like he can read a page, or he remembers everything basically. But he can also read, like, just he's in a book in like less than 10 minutes, a full book in like less than 10 minutes. And so he's just like really smart. And but again, because he's a little bit quirky, a little bit awkward, like he'll just like, if he gets nervous, he'll start like spitting out like random facts that he knows, and it's just like so sweet, and you're like, I just want to hug you. And this is kind of reminding me a little bit of Unwanted by Mia Sheridan. Not in actions or anything like that, or events, just more so in character wise, like his character a little bit. And so that's really cute. So there's that side of it, because, you know, we read a lot of books about this macho man and these, and I'm like, cause no, like, let's be for real, where are they? Where? And so whatever, so I love that, but I also think the other side of it is, it's this beautiful love letter to authors and writers, and oh my gosh, I was like, what? It's just so many different components. So this author, like I said, she's an author, but she's had a lot of hate recently, and I think like she just finds people who like understand her, and I love that. But then they just have some great lines about just books and reading in general. There's like facts about like how reading honestly is like quicker to reduce stress than like anything else, something like that. And so just different things like that, it's just so beautiful and I love it. And it shows like her hard work in writing, and just you know, the true fans are true fans, you know what I mean? Like they get the author. And so I love that. This is gonna be a long clip. I thought that I was like, oh, I'll just read this book really quickly. No. But basically, obviously he's her landlord, but there's a bunch of other tropes, a little bit of forced proximity, and OMG, I love it. I love it so much. So if you have not read it, please do. So I didn't even do the math because I was so excited about how many of about all of it. But I made it to chapter 13. It says 44%, but because usually Kindle books have like all that stuff at the end, it's probably closer to, I'm probably closer to halfway than I think. But let me just make sure. Yeah, today I read 212 pages because the chapters are a little bit longer, and I would have stopped like earlier, but because the first chapter started on page 6, I had to obviously subtract the first 5 pages because I didn't read 5 pages. It just started on page 6, so blah, blah, blah. But then I was already mostly through the chapter, so it was like, why not? You know what I mean? All right, tomorrow's our last day, which obviously we'll finish this book, which is why I also didn't care if I just kept reading, because I have to finish it tomorrow anyway, because I have to film another video, start filming another video on Wednesday, so it's gonna be chaos. So I just gotta like, you know, get out together. I'm very excited about it though. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow. So I just finished, why don't I want to call it Striker, Stranger, the heck is it called? Ranger. I just keep calling him like Reed in my head, or Spencer. But I freaking obsessed. 5 stars, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not even gonna lie. There was a moment where I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, this is so annoying. Why is this the conflict? And then, or like, why is this the, what is that called? Plot twist. Because I was like, it was not the plot twist, but then there's more. But wait, there's more. And so I freaking loved it. I just thought that the author made really smart decisions, very smart choices. She wrote these characters so well. I loved them both so much, I'm not gonna lie. I just love the flow of things. I loved all the words that were said, all the like moments. I want to go back and highlight all of them. Such cute things. I think I've highlighted 1 or 2 things in here. Oh, she describes him as an intellectual Adonis, and I said, that's the perfect way to describe him. I kid you not, to like, just being 100. Sometimes like, when I'm like recording, usually I'll record right when to kind of get a clip so that it's not boring. I'll try to like plan it so I know when something probably cute or funny is gonna happen. And so I'll get it, but like, kid you not, I could have recorded my reaction this entire book and it would have all been the same. I was like, just screaming, obsessed, in love. And then again, there's this added element of like mystery almost, and so I just thought that was really well done. I really love that. So I don't want to say too much. I also don't think you should read the book. I don't think you should read the back or anything. Go into it blind and it'll be like that much better. So cute. So good. So 5 freaking stars. Today's the final day. I read 212 pages today. So in total, I read 1,462 pages. That's insane. Literally crazy this week, I should say, in 7 days. So obviously, again, technically it was 8 days, but I didn't read that one day, so we kind of made up for it at the end here. But love that book. Just a quick recap. We also finished Hex by Emily McIntyre. I think I'm settling on a 4.5 because I went with a Goodreads 5-star, then I gave it a 4.75, but I think I'm sold on a 4.5. I really enjoyed this book. There was a lot of components that I like. I think, again, just that the ending there did slow down and I don't know, it just wasn't as, oh my gosh, as I really wanted it to be. And so I think that that's just kind of personal preference, personal opinion. It didn't give me that 5-star, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? And it's easy. If I think about Ranger and I think about Hexed, I'm which one do I like better? I like Ranger, so much better. So I'm okay, that helped me solidify my rating for Hex. Again, I still think you should read it. Though I know dark romance is not for everyone. It's still really good. Really good. I also finished Legally Binding by Sophie Snow. I ended up going with Goodreads. I went with a 3. Again, like that book, wasn't obsessed, but will read more Sophie Snow. And then finally, we started off with Collided by Lauren Asher. I gave it a 4.25. I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was fun. Obviously, it's not my favorite in the whole wide world, but I definitely think you should go read it. And I'm excited to read the next book in this series. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I literally tomorrow have to wake up and start filming another video. Literally another reading vlog, so super fun and fresh. Fa la 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 fa la la fa la 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 holiday season. I need to take my makeup off. But yes, I'm really excited about it. So I'll see you in my next one. Bye, nerds.